Vauxhall Motors made it 3 wins on the bounce last time out at Bratin and returned to the Van Newton Arena for the first time since Bank Holiday Monday, looking to progress into round 3 of the Isuzu FA Trophy for this season. And today our coverage is sponsored by Baltic Apprenticeships. Stocksbridge Park Steels are the visitors today, and if you're thinking, I've heard that name before, that's because former England international Chris Waddle made a solitary appearance for the Steels at the end of his career. And at the other end of the scale, at the start of his career, Jamie Vardy called the Bratin Stadium home for 3 years, and of course he went on to slightly bigger and better things, winning the Premier League, the FA Cup, and earning 26 England caps. While the Steels eventually knocked off Newton Aycliffe in the previous round, Vauxhall were impressive in their searing heat at Seal Park to get past Mossley. Goals from Michael Berkey and Connor Harwood ensured progression into this round. In what is their first meeting for over 20 years, Vauxhall will be looking to continue their good form and progress into the next round of the FA Trophy, but they'll also be aware that chap get banged. Joining me on commentary today for today's Isuzu FA Trophy second qualifying round tie between Vauxhall Motors and Stocksbridge Park Steels is Dave Bradley, representing the away side today, filling in for our colleague Steve Hilton, who was unable to make the game today. And Dave, just tell us, how long have you been involved with Stocksbridge and what roles have you fulfilled?
I've been involved since about 2009, 2010. I've watched them a couple of seasons before, then my lad got involved at age 5, and I started getting involved with the main team. Roles could mean trying to raise some money for the club, trying to sweeping up after games, tidying up after games, dressing up as Sammy Fox for kids.
It's a glamorous job, isn't it?
Anything what needs doing, I'll have probably done it. We've got a big fence on our side of the pitch. You separate the cricket pitch. We used to take that down every week, and I spent many a Saturday afternoons in summertime painting that. Yeah, but everything. At some point, somebody will need something. So when our last social media guy, he left the club, so I picked it up, and then I picked up the social media. Then I'm always on the lookout for other people who can do it better than what I could. So we just passed it on, and that's how we go. Just get as many people involved as we can with the club.
And Stocksbridge boasts some former England internationals. Chris Waddle and Jamie Vardy started his career at Stocksbridge.
Yeah, Chris Waddle played one game.
Yeah, it's one game. It doesn't matter how many.
Yeah, we've had Jamie Vardy. Obviously, he come through, and
he's done alright for himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done brilliant. In fairness, you could see it. You could see the pace and the quality. He knew he'd get another chance and another chance, and he just put him away. Scott Hogan played at Birmingham, and that we had him. We've had Jack Muldoon, who's at Harrogate. We've had numerous professionals. Wayne Biggins, who's son played for us. Harrison Biggins, who's now at Doncaster. So yeah, we've had some good players play.
So let's focus on the here and now.
Yeah.
Almost identical start to the Northern Premier League season as Vauxhall.
Yeah.
How have Stocksbridge started this season?
I was just reading programme notes. We had a great pre-season, same as Vauxhall, and the expectations were up here. We had a great first game, and then we had just dipped off, and then we've just managed to start getting back in. Performance was alright, but we're just not finishing teams off, or we're letting them back into the game. So yeah, it's been a topsy-turvy start, but yeah, we're happy where we are.
And is there a particular player that we should be on the lookout for in today's game?
Thomas Poole. If he gets a free kick around the penalty area, then that's going to be dangerous.
I heard he's Stocksbridge answer to Jack Grealish.
I've heard that as well. He's not quite as good looking as Jack Grealish, I don't think. He'll probably kill me for that, but yeah. But he's got a great foot. He can swing the ball in and whatever. Yeah, he's a great player. And Mitch Langton at back, he can ping the ball. So yeah, they're two dangerous players.
And just finally, let's look back again. These two sides have met since the 2000-2001 season.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories of that?
No, I weren't involved at that time. No, I don't.
Stocksbridge did the double as
Yeah,
Vauxhall
yeah,
last
I've
season.
heard, yeah.
Well, Vauxhall did get promoted last season. So hoping for different fortunes today, the Stocksbridge to come out on top.
Well, no. It'll be what it is. I suppose when you've been involved at non-league football, you just accept the results. Where if you're in professional football, you get a bit uptight about it. Where you have a little chat and you have a little moan, but at the end of the day, it's a game of football, and we just have to enjoy it.
Well, like I said, Dave will be joining me on commentary for today, and we wish Stocksbridge all the best for the rest of the season, just not today.
Cheers.
Vauxhall Motors are looking to make 3 the magic number. They've gone 3 on the bounce, 3 wins back to back after a slow start to the season, and they'll be looking today to reach the 3rd qualifying round of the FA Trophy. Today they welcome Stocksbridge Park Steels from the other side of the Pennines, and they boast some legendary figures in English football, but today they too are looking for progression into the 3rd qualifying round. They knocked off Newton Aycliffe in the previous round 3-1. They were pegged back at 1-1, but late into the second half pulled away as 3-1 victors. Vauxhall visited Seal Park to face Mossley, and after a crucial red card in the first half were comfortable winners 2-0 on the day. So today we'll run through the 2 sides doing battle today. For Vauxhall, number 1 in goal, Sam Booth, and it's a defence of Bobby Beaumont, Adam Hughes, Ben Dufton-Kelly and Ethan Goulbourne, who continues at left back. Sean Moshcroft comes in for his first start of the season, and he's alongside Steve Rigby, who got his first goal last time out against Bootle. Captain Ben Holmes, Michael Berkey and Joe Brandon are out wide, and they're supporting Connor Harwood, who continues up front. And the subs for Vauxhall today: Jordan Deere, Jordan Wynn, Tom Mitchell, Lewis Buckley, Ali Hughes, who gets his first place on the bench as the substitute goalkeeper, and Sam Hughes, who drops down to the bench today. And for the visitors, playing in their change strip of red, in goal, Ben Townsend, 2 Bailey Ty Baker, 3 Jack Tinker, 4 Luke Hogg, 5 Charlie Oglesby, 6 Mitch Langton, 7 Curtis Turner, 8 Ross Goodwin, and captain in the side today, 9 Luke Rawson, 10 Thomas Poole and 11 Jack Watson. And the subs for the Steels: Jordan Lemon, Alex O'Connor, Curtis Davis, Oliver Novak and Andy Ring. And we actually have some Stocksbridge representation today on commentary. Alongside me is Dave Bradley, a volunteer at the Steels. Dave, welcome to the Van Eupen Arena.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. What a beautiful day for a game of football. I've dressed up as though I'm coming in middle of November, and it's beautiful.
The sun has just come out and tricked us all. I've got my big puffer jacket on, but it's going to be a good afternoon for some FA Trophy football. What are you expecting and hoping? I think I know what you're hoping for in the game, but what are you expecting from today's game?
I think it'll be a tight game. I've just had a walk round, and the pitch is it's quite a tight pitch actually, isn't it? It's not. Stocksbridge is probably a little bit bigger pitch, lengthwise and widthwise. So yeah, I think it's going to be it'll be a tight game either way, because both teams are just. It's a cup game. There's nothing to lose in this. So.
Well, Vauxhall got their first cup win in over a year in the last round, so they'll be making to make a 2 on the bounce. Yeah. Both teams in their respective Northern Premier League divisions have had pretty much the near identical start. Stocksbridge just scoring a few more goals. But is it the old cliche, form goes out of the window in a cup game?
Always does in a cup game. FA Trophy, it could be. You could play brilliant and still lose. It doesn't matter. A cup game's a cup game. Players are just coming onto the pitch now, and it's a great surface by the looks of it, by the way.
The pitch has come into its own in the last few weeks. During pre-season, it certainly wasn't looking this good, and we were worried about the state of it. But it's looking very good in the September sunshine, as we're trying to hold on to the last bits of summer, even though we're dressed for winter.
What's your expectations again? Do you think it'll be a tight game?
Well, I'm going to use a bit of mental gymnastics here. So we faced Bootle last week and came away victorious. They, in the previous rounds of this competition, beat Concert 6-2, who I believe are third
Yeah.
in the
Concert,
East
a very
Division.
Good team, yeah, Concert, a very good team.
So Bootle beat Concert and we beat Bootle, so I'm expecting a win today, but obviously it doesn't work like that. How are Stocksbridge travelling this season so far?
Travelled well up to Newton here, Cliffing last round. We travelled when we went to Grantham early on its season. We let 2 sloppy goals in, I believe, and then we came at them and they put 12 men behind. But I'm going to say 12 men because the ball boys were even playing from kicking the ball away because obviously they've got a running track down there. So
It's all about gamesmanship.
Yeah,
it's all about gamesmanship.
They were good at that.
I believe they call it the dark art of football.
And I don't know if you've seen it, but the referees have added a lot more time on in for time wasted in the dark arts.
I've noticed it, like watching football on TV, but so far our games haven't gone that far.
The one against Grantham, we had nearly 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. It didn't help with the ball going out of the play a lot, but yeah, there were the referee added a lot of time on. And we have seen a bit of that as well as in other games as well. I suppose it's how quickly the ball gets back into play sometimes. Goal celebrations.
Well, you would hope that as a deterrent, more and more teams and players get used to it and will limit their time wasting.
Well, I was speaking to one of the referees assessors a few weeks ago, and he says the directive was up to Step 2, which is National League North, but some of the referees we're getting are that kind of level, so, and they've been given that instruction. They can't go from one week to another and play different rules. They go in by one set of rules.
So we're about to kick off. It's the number 10,
Thomas
Poole, kicking us off. He was one that you earmarked as one to watch today.
Yeah, especially around the penalty area. Any free kick on this right-hand side, D side, then he's going to be a danger.
So he gets us underway in this second qualifying round in the Isuzu FA Trophy, and immediately Connor Harwood doing what he does best, closing down every ball. There's no lost cause in Connor's mind. So I was under strict instructions to be kinder to our number 9 last week.
Right.
He scored in the last round,
Yeah.
but he complained that I said he did it the 4th time of asking. So I'm going to be a bit nicer to him this time.
Well, sometimes you just have to say as it is, as you see it.
I like to think that I gave him the G up to do it. So there's already an immediate free kick for Vauxhall.
About 35 yards out. Maybe a little further. No wall, so it looks like it'll be swung in.
It's Ben Holmes who'll take it. And he's got the likes of Beaumont and Dufton Kelly to aim for. He finds Beaumont, but cleared in the end
By Mitch Langton. Jack Watson's got lots of places on this right hand side. Just can't get the ball under control.
He did well to keep it in, didn't he? But
Yeah.
he trod on it, give away the throw into Vauxhall. Beaumont seems to have found his place at right back after starting the season at centre half.
Bit of head tennis going off just in the Stocksbridge half, and punched down forward to Luke Rawson.
He's a big guy, Luke Rawson.
Yeah, he came to us from Chesterfield last season, start of last season, and after just a couple of games he got injured. And it's not. Oh, that's a good run by Vauxhall. And got a good opportunity.
Chance in the box.
Yeah.
It just doesn't fall for Harwood.
Scrambled out. Yeah, he come from Chesterfield. He got released by Chesterfield and got injured and never really got into last season. But this year he started really well. He's already got 7 goals, which is
he got the crucial 2 against Newton Aycliffe in the last round. Good play from Brandon. He's blocked off. The referee, does he give the free kick?
I don't know. I couldn't. Does he give it? Yes.
I think. Players are taking up their positions. You'll get that from Joe Brandon. He was injured all of last season. Bit of a point to prove this season. He started really well. He's just looking for that elusive goal.
Oh, looks like we need a new ball.
Well, we've lost it already.
No, I think it's popped. Towards Turner. I think that is Turner. Turner's give the ball away.
Poor pass to Berkey. Gets it to Holmes.
Looks
Goes for the early one.
Yeah.
But straight to the goalkeeper. Just stings his palms a little bit. But he had it all day. He read it all day.
Shaped it well. The first time that Dawson just moving off to another defender there, which number 5, Hughes. And he seemed to get a bit more out of Hughes than he did Dufton Kelly.
When Hughes came into the side last season, he played at left back, but he's been moved more centrally so far this season. Scored a fantastic free kick in one of his first games.
Dawson to Watson, goes past 1-0.
It might fall for Poole. First time effort, and he sends it.
Great goal from Thomas Poole.
Took it first time.
Yeah, and it was very, very, very difficult to control that, I've got to say, because it weren't an easy one to control as that ball came in from Watson. And it's a good goal from Thomas Poole.
Ball over from Watson, and he found himself in a lot of space, Poole, but still had a lot to do. And he sent it straight into the corner.
I don't think he even caught it fully, and I think that might have.
He scuffed it, which has sent it past the keeper.
Yeah.
But regardless, the away side take the lead. It's Vauxhall 0, Stocksbridge 1, thanks to Thomas Poole's 22nd minute opener.
Yeah, and we did say the danger were coming down this right hand side with Watson.
As we look at it.
Yeah. As we look at it. Yeah.
And just as I said that Vauxhall had made the stronger start of the two sides, Stocksbridge take the lead.
Good defending from Mitch Langton.
Moskov attempts to switch a play, but
we've got an incident on this left hand side which
maybe hit the ref possibly on the way through.
So that'll go back to. That could have been a good opportunity for Stockbridge to break there, but then if the ball got, as the laws of the rule say, if the ball hits the ref, it goes back to the opposition who kicked it.
He thinks he's been caught late.
I don't. Just a referee having a chat with Tinker. Maybe that's his final warning. Seems that I think I want to summarise this game up is that Vauxhall have probably had the majority of their players, but Stockbridge have looked the most dangerous on their attack.
Certainly had the better chances and almost made it 2-0.
I mean, apart from the one that fizzed past the post and got a deflection for Vauxhall in the first 5 minutes. And yes, Vauxhall have had the majority of the game, but not as much chances.
Rigby looking for Brandon, but
Stockbridge just guilty there, just giving the ball away. And a bit of time, Ty Baker, just to control that a little bit.
Hughes over the top looking for Berkey, but Tinker does well to cut that one out. Throw in right in the corner for Vauxhall. Dufton Kelly will look for one of his. That's me. I'm falling apart here.
Dufton Kelly with a long throw in. That's it's a bit of a push there, and I don't know if the referee's not seen that, but I could see that from here.
Yeah, it was Hughes.
Yeah. And it's a corner.
But it's a corner.
In swing about looks of it. I'm trying to do the one to the edge of the box again, but Stocksbridge read that one this time.
Holmes. Harwood gets his head on it, but it'll stay with the number 9. Gets it to Holmes. Cross in. The Vauxhall head.
Yeah.
Hughes it was, but
Townsend were to it.
got
Equal
down well.
to it.
I think that was, would you say Vauxhall's first meaningful chance of the half?
Yeah. The one what
First
was
good,
on telly, yeah.
first good save from Townsend.
It's the one what said Townsend. Watson's going to have to come round for this, and that's gone straight through to his opposite number. I'm seeing a lot of that. A bit wants to take a bit of weight off that ball, I think. Pull. Down hog. Looking for Rawson. Good control. Turner. Actually, with Goodwin, who's gone forward and he's won the ball, and he's still
good pressure
battling.
from Goodwin. Goldborn slips, but Rigby comes round to cover and clear it away.
That's what you get from Goodwin. Battle for every ball.
He almost pounced on Tinker's save shot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Stocksbridge with the throw.
Tinker swings that ball in.
Right foot across.
That's a good.
Booth doesn't deal with it. It's ended up in the back of the net, has
think
it?
that has gone in the back of the net, but I think that's a bit soft on the keeper. To in fairness,
He had
I don't.
Rigby and was it Goodwin
Yeah,
challenging for it?
Goodwin were challenging for it. I don't think Goodwin's touched him. In fairness,
I think I'm inclined to agree with you there, Dave. Booth gets away with one there.
Watson.
Shout of handball,
Yeah.
but Watson retains it. He's crowded out by Hughes though, and he looks to set Deere away.
Yeah.
Good intervention though.
Bailey looking over the top for Goodwin. Is it Goodwin? He knocks it back to Poole. Poole, bit of time and a bit of space. Swings the ball in.
Oh,
Goes straight across goal.
it's a
Oh,
great save
save.
from Booth.
Booth somehow manages to save a shot from
I think it was Watson, wasn't it?
Watson.
That looked all ends up. It was going to be 2-0, but incredible save from Booth.
Went straight across Luke Rawson. Opportunity for Stocksbridge corner. Poole to take.
Vauxhall are living very dangerously right now. In it goes.
Yeah.
Head of the way, but it's
only
back to Poole.
Poole. He'll need a bit of help, which he finds from Turner. Oh, great work from Turner. Goes into the penalty area. Turner's still got the ball. Knocks
Comes
it
to Poole.
Poole
Shoots. Strong hands from Booth, and eventually Deere will clear. That was great play from Poole and Turner.
Yeah. And ball's still in play, and Goodwin's. Everybody thought that ball was going out. As Goodwin.
Rigby's in the wars again. I think
Yeah.
he's collided with the advertising board.
Yeah.
Couple of good minutes for your side, Dave.
Yeah. Really should have been 2-0 up, to be honest. Well, we should be 3-0 up if we're thinking we've had some opportunities.
It's certainly been a lively 10 or 15 minutes of the second half.
But until that ball goes back in the net, it's still only 1-0 and another substitution. I think Rigby is now.
I think
coming up.
he's been put out of his misery.
Yeah.
And it's extra firepower for Vauxhall. Lewis Buckley, striker, still looking for his first goal of the season. I think it's Rawson does really well to hold that ball up. I tell you what, he looked like he got pulled down.
Yeah.
No one shouted for it.
No whack.
Oh, good flick, but cleared by Hughes.
And
Laid off by Buckley for Harwood. Eventually gets it under
whack.
control.
Get off him.
Oh, he does really well. Harwood sets Brandon through. He's got options.
Oh, what a tackle
What an intervention.
by Jack Tinker. He had all the time, and I think he was. In fact, he had that much time. I don't realise it. You don't realise how close he were.
He had Berkey and Buckley to choose from, but credit to the defender, Tinker. That's an exceptional tackle. Hughes advancing, looked like he shoved off the ball, but referee says play on.
Good win.
Must be reaching the closing stages of this game. This second qualifying round tie in the Isuzu FA Trophy. Is Vauxhall's time in this competition coming to an end? Or can they find that last minute equaliser?
We've still got 5 minutes to play, haven't we, do you reckon? Including...
Yeah, I make it a couple of minutes.
Watson.
Oh, great play.
Watson. Can he finish it? Oh. All the time in the world there for Watson to finish this game, and he's just...
He sent it off the golf course.
Yeah.
It's a great play.
Yeah. Flick on from Wilson to Watson, and he's just... all the time in the world, he's just launched it over the bar.
Vauxhall prevent that.
That's good header from Goodwin, just to get his body in front of him.
Ball over the top for Buckley.
Langton just kept his eye on that ball.
But Brandon pounces on it. Good play from the number 11's crowded out. Shouts for a penalty. I think it was just a coming together. Goodwin and Ty Baker just crowded them out.
Number 9, Harwood just in the referee's ear there.
Positive play from Brandon, but I don't think he was going to get that penalty.
No. Turner to Tinker, looking for Nowak, and that's gone out for a throw into Vauxhall, right into the Vauxhall corner.
There we go. Just as we were wondering how long was left, turns out there was no time left, and there was no time left for Vauxhall Motors' time in this season's FA Trophy. A first half goal from Thomas Poole, his third in as many games, seals the win for the visitors, Stocksbridge Park Steels. And Dave, that second half, we thought there were going to be more goals, and it was a bit of a harem-scarum second half.
Yeah, I definitely thought there would be more goals. Stocksbridge had the chances. Vauxhall had a couple of half chances, but when you think about it, Vauxhall had probably most of the possession in first half, pretty equal in second half, in fairness. And we've managed to grind out a 1-0 win. I did say earlier on we're very difficult to break down, and we saw that people just throw their bodies at the line, and Jack Tinker, what a game he's had. He's put his body behind everything.
For my money, player of the match.
Yeah.
Important interventions in attack and defence.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah. So, thank you for your hospitality today.
Dave, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us in commentary, and if we ever cross paths again, I'd love to do it again.
Yeah, brilliant.
So it's Stocksbridge who progress into the next rounds of the Isuzu FA Trophy. We wish them and everyone involved at the club the best of luck for the rest of the season. Stocksbridge, like Vauxhall, next in action on Tuesday night. Stocksbridge home to Grimsby Borough, and Vauxhall make the long trip away to Kidsgrove Athletic. And just a note for Vauxhall fans, next week's home match against Leek Town has been postponed due to Leek's involvement in the FA Cup. So we will see you back at the Van Eupen Arena on the 14th of October for the home tie against Hensford Town. Until then, congratulations to Stocksbridge Park Steels, and we go again next time. Mick, it's a 1-0 defeat, but could it and should it have been different?
Yeah, first half it should have been different. It's all going to take, because fair play to them. You know, they've got a way of playing. The resolute, the big, strong, physical. I thought we dealt with everything they think, but we've made one mistake. We've given another goal away. That's why we're out.
Is that the most disappointing thing, that you've played so well, especially in that first half, but nothing to show for it?
Yeah. we should, on the balance of things, we should really be going to penalties, shouldn't we? But we've made another error, which has led to a goal. And then, if you're chasing the game, and we just didn't have that final touch today. It wasn't there. We had a lot of Joe Brandon had a lot of ball, Berkey had a lot of ball. We got into really, really good areas, and we were sloppy. We just didn't have that final ball, the chance, or we were snatching at things. At this level, if you don't get them little details right, you lose games, and that's what's happened today.
Did it feel like if you'd have got that goal, as you said, you would have went to penalties? Do you think you would have went on and get another goal? Yeah,
I think the first 20 minutes, they didn't even get an hour after. We've created not clear-cut chances. We got into good areas, as I said, and that final ball, the final pass, the decision-making wasn't really great. But we stuck in there all game. After the goal, we lost our way a bit, but we've changed. We've ended up having 4 up front in the end. A little bit scrappy on it, but we were just trying to get the equaliser. And look, it didn't come. We're gutted because it's a cup competition. You want to try and go a little bit further in, because you can get some big teams in the next round. But it wasn't to be. I'm just disappointed. I'm more disappointed in the officials. Say officials, the referees, they're so arrogant at this level. I can't tell you that referee today. And he has made some poor decisions, but they all make poor decisions. But the arrogance, they want respect and all that. It's got to go both ways, hasn't it? You know what I mean? I think the way he spoke to our lads today, the referee, was disgusting. Hopefully we will catch it on the video, because something needs to be done. And people have been calling refs out. I'm just calling this ref out because I thought his performance wasn't bad. It was just how you speak to players. Today it was really poor, and I said that's not the reason we lost. We lost because we weren't good enough in the final third. But yeah, some of the officials, they need to change their attitude.
So it's defeat today, but there was 3 on the bounce before that. Does it feel like momentum might have stalled a little bit, or is it just a case of forgetting this one?
You just got to forget about it, haven't you? It's a cup competition. The league's more important. We need to start picking points up in the league again. I'm just disappointed. So we had a lot of ball. We got into some really, really good areas. We just didn't have that final pass, or we weren't calm in possession when we got into them first. We were a little bit scrappy, and so we learn from it. We'll get better, and hopefully we'll put it right Tuesday night, because we've got a really, really tough game on me.
Well, it wasn't to be today, but good luck for Tuesday. Thanks.